now at 6. The nation's fight against opioids takes center stage in Norman, Oklahoma.
Witnesses taking the stand today in the trial against the nation's largest drug maker, Johnson & Johnson, including a father who shared his heartbreak of losing a son. The state says the company added fuel to the opioid crisis with deceptive marketing while downplaying the risks of addiction, destroying the lives of thousands of Oklahomans. But the company contends their medicine is a lifeline for some patients. News 4's Lily Zhang joins us now live from Norman. And Lily, one of the witnesses today has become pretty well known across the state.
Jolene, Kevin, that's right. One of the witnesses we heard from is the father of a former OU football player, Austin Box. We also heard from a doctor who says he was paid by pharmaceutical companies. In a recorded testimony played in court Wednesday, Dr. Russell Portnoy says drug companies have used his statements to portray opioids as safe and effective.
You believe the drug companies use your statements without also using your accompanying discussion of the risk that you included in papers and other things that you wrote, correct? Yes.
One of those companies, he says, is Johnson & Johnson. The drug maker is being sued by the state of Oklahoma. The state claims the company has played a role in what they've described as the worst man-made public health crisis.
He graduated from the University of Oklahoma the Saturday before he died on a Thursday.
It's a crisis Craig Box understands well. His son Austin, a football player at the University of Oklahoma, died 8 years ago from an overdose.
You don't have to look far to find them. You don't have to have a prescription. You don't have to look at them. I mean, they're just everywhere, and people don't understand that.
Defense attorneys had very few questions for Box.
Austin never used a patch or Dependadol, did he?
I don't know if he did or didn't, candidly.
He testified several opioids were found in his son's system at the time of his death. What he didn't know is which company made them. The defense noted 2 specific products by Janssen Pharmaceuticals. Its parent company is Johnson & Johnson. They insist their products are approved and regulated by both the state and federal agencies.
Never found a prescription for either?
I didn't.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have.
And the final witness on the stand today was a corporate representative for Johnson & Johnson. Now, her testimony began late, but she did acknowledge the epidemic here in Oklahoma. Her testimony is expected to pick up tomorrow morning. We're live in Norman. Lily Zhang, Oklahoma's News 4.